Say substantive sermons. AJ, I want to call an audible while I got everybody together. I want to call an audible, and then we're going to stop. I'm running 10 minutes late. Substantive sermons I'll get to Friday, but that's critical. Because if all that other stuff is perfect and you're not saying nothing, I'm not coming back. Yeah. If your sermon, and we'll talk about that, because I'm not talking about hooping, I'm not talking about hollering, I'm not talking about singing, I'm talking about you got some type of style. Don't miss Friday, pastors, that makes me want to come back. I'll tell you the different types of styles, because you don't have to be loud, you don't have to be nothing, you don't have to be extemporaneous, but you got to have something. What's your niche? What is it that says, I got to go hear him or her? What's your thing? What's your thing? You're a seminary cat, you're going to kill me intellectually. You can sing a little bit, so you got a decent message, but man, you can shut it down, and hey, the reality is you got charisma, you pull me in, you got a good flow. What is it that makes me want to come hear you now? The rest, I got to stop. AJ, we got a clip up there, and I want our leaders to hear this, and I want everybody to hear this. We got a clip up there that I want you to see about this Jason Bourne thing. Can we roll with that right quick? I'm calling an audible, so it may take them a second, because we were going to do this later, but I want to end with this. Go right ahead. Watch this, and then I'll stop after this.
I can tell you the license plate numbers of all 6 cars outside. I can tell you that our waitress is left-handed and the guy sitting up at the counter weighs 215 pounds and knows how to handle himself. I know the best place to look for a gun is the cab of the gray truck outside. And at this altitude, I can run flat out for a half mile before my hands start shaking. Now, why would I know that? How can I know that and not know who I am?
That scene right there messed me up. If you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to give it away. He's made 3 or 4 by now, so you've probably seen him. But Jason Bourne, CIA took him and sort of trained him, inculcated into him some talents that he didn't know how he got. He's telling the lady, and I know you kind of caught it midstream, you didn't really get enough context, but just know this. He's basically telling the lady that I don't know how I know that man over there is left-handed. I don't know how I know that cat has a gun in his car. I don't know how I know that I can run for the next half mile without getting tired. I don't know. It's a kind of sixth sense. I don't know how I know. I don't know. And it messed him up. I just thought that was powerful. He said, I don't know how I know that cat right there got a gun in his pocket. I don't know how I know that guy's left-handed. That's the kind of sense they had taught him. And he didn't know who he was because they had messed up his mind. But he just knew he had these gifts that he didn't understand. I want to conclude by telling you every pastor has to have ministry leaders too, your good ones, what I call the sixth sense. I don't know how I can come out in a sanctuary and know everything that's wrong in 2 minutes. I don't know how I can feel the temperature, notice what song Mark is playing, notice what usher's not on the door, notice that there's a gap in the seating in 30 seconds time. It probably drives my leaders crazy. I'm a bit anal. At times I've overreacted because of it. It's probably one of my faults too. I see everything. I'm a perfectionist and that's hurt me in places, but I see it all. I see it all quickly. I see it. I can sense when I need to do something in our church. I can sense when momentum is off and I need to start or stop a series in the middle of it. I can sense, I said 8 weeks, but they're not feeling this series. I'm gonna get out right now and move to the next one. I can sense when we need to give some stuff away because the city needs it. Can I tell some of you pastors something and don't get depressed? You don't necessarily have that sixth sense. That's what I'm in your life for. If you don't have it, who in your ministry has it? The best leaders are those that can feel stuff. They don't know why they know. They just know Pastor wouldn't like that. Baby, don't do that. Pastor wouldn't like that. Baby, I know my pastor. Pastor, just sit back. Baby, do me a favor. Just step back that way. The guys that have been around me, I can just look over to the right. They know everything that's on my mind in 5 seconds. They've been walking with me. They know what I think. They say, Pastor comes in right now. He's not going. There's a sixth sense. You ready for this? And I got to stop. You say some pastors got favor. What if that favor is the sixth sense? Instead of God just giving us a lot of members, maybe he gave us a sense. And the difference between you and us is we feel, sons of Issachar, the signs of time. Maybe that's the favor. Maybe the gifting is not just that 10,000 people like our church because, but some of us have that ability to just feel things. To know when to go faster in the summer, didn't know when to slow down. To know when to inflect and didn't know that's preaching. To know how to take a crowd and say, you will not look at anybody except me. Whether you got to pee or not, you will not move until I'm finished. will not check your phone or your text. I own this room for the next 30 minutes. That's not arrogance. I'm teaching pastors. I would never say this on Sundays. The ability to say, I'm here, I'm on this stage, and I command the room in Jesus' name. You will keep your eyes on me whether you want to or not. Even if you're a hater, you will not sit back in your seat till I'm finished with you. You came in to hate on me, but now you want to join my church, right? I'm talking to you straight up. Some guys got that. If you're not one of them, that does not mean you're not called. But we're going to figure out who you are. Leaders, who among you has the ability to see it? I don't know how I know. I just know. I just know. I just know. I come in a meeting. My staff, after 15 years, are still amazed with what I figure out that they've been working on for 2 days. I come to the meeting and say, no, just try this. They all sit there and say, and they got master's degrees, most of them bachelors. They're smarter than me in many areas. They know everything better than me except church. I hire people that are smarter than me, but when it comes to church, nobody in this church can do church better than me. I'm the pastor. You should do what you do and do it well. I gotta stop and don't want to. Did you get anything out of that? Did you get anything out of that?